Okay, there we go. Can everybody hear me? Well, everybody by that I mean, I'm not sure anybody is in here yet. That's okay. Rob, how you doing? Number one. Glad to see you. Oh man, let me move this a little bit. There we go. That way I can see the chat and have the screen pointed at me. How was your week? Doing great. Busy week. PTO. Went everywhere and anywhere with the kiddo. That's awesome. How you doing, Sizzle? Me and the wife. Today's her birthday. Um, we went to Bowling Green today, to Beach Bend, to the amusement park. So Beach Bend is a racetrack, but they've also got an amusement park. How you doing, Papa? Okay, so I got these things. It's showing up on here now. They're crowns, and then it has a number one or number two. Now I don't know if y'all are seeing them, but I've never seen them before. Okay, so I thought, well, maybe this tells me that they're the first or second ones in here, but I don't know. And maybe the reason Sizzleneck doesn't have one on there is, do you have your stuff private, Sizzle? Okay. I'm good. How's everyone? Doing good, doing good. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why you don't have one. uh, but hold on. I'm taking care of something. Doesn't mean much as far as I know. It's just bragging rights for interacting with the channel. Okay. Sorry, I've been MIA, brother. Hey, you do you. You do what you need to do, brother. I'm just glad to see you. And I hope things work out for the best with you. Um, so today, this week, I focused on getting. I had to get some stuff taken care of. How you doing, Pete? Hey, Pete. You and Michelle. I told you I was going to join your TikTok, but if you join mine, I couldn't figure out who you were. At that time, I was getting a bunch of traffic every day because I had one little video that was doing very, very good. So I missed you. If you don't mind, put y'all's TikTok deals down there, and I'll go subscribe or whatever to you later. But good to have you in here, Pete. Let's see. Uh, but anyway, focused on taking a test. There was a test. When did I have to take it? Wednesday. Yeah, had to have it. Had to take it Wednesday, and I just got the score today, or I just checked the score today, and I made an 80 on it. So one more test to go on this finance. It's business finance, and it's accounting. It's business accounting. So that's what it is. Cheers, everyone. It's interesting. See how you did y'all see Ozzy last show? I seen some little things about it on Facebook, but I haven't watched it yet. But anyway, if y'all wondering, I'm sitting in the restaurant. Me and my wife braided my beard. I've got 3 braids, 2 on the side, 1 in the middle. Let's see, Rob indicates they're either the channel owner, a moderator, or a top fan, according to Google. And so Google, YouTube for channel people, they produce a little video and it explains new features. And I haven't been keeping up lately. So there's that. But anyway, this week I've done some testing on some of my equipment that I'm going to be taking on my big trip with me. My big beautiful trip, big beautiful. How can I add the B in there? I don't know. Everybody's talking about the big beautiful bill. I want to talk about my big beautiful trip that I'm going on. So I tested out the quad lock system that I bought it all. They know nothing about me. But I was having trouble. If you've ever ridden a motorcycle and you're a wimp like me and you need radio and tunes and all the other crap on your phone, then you mount your phone up here on your handlebars and you plug it into whatever. Well, I was having a few problems. One, anytime it rained, I'd have to pull my phone down and put it in my glove box. I got a little glove box on the motorcycle. 2, it would get to where it didn't want to stay connected. And I would have to clean the plug out and all kinds of stuff. And on a lot of vehicles, and this Harley's no exception, you have to be hardwired into a USB port for CarPlay to work. So that's my second issue. And third issue is I was my mounting system. It was a round mount, so it's a little X, spring-loaded X, and it done okay, but I didn't put it in there properly one time, and it fell out. And then it fell out another time. This time, luckily, it didn't mess it up, but it fell out, and I'm not sure what caused it. So I've had to start using the rubber bands with it, along with it. And it's just so aggravating to hook it up and unhook it and everything. So the quad lock system, I got the mount, I got the shock absorber, which that will be issue number 4. They say vibration kills the cameras, the lenses or something in an iPhone. I don't know. So I got a vibration dampener. I got the mount. I got a wireless charger. And then I got a CarPlay adapter. So now I plug my wireless charger in, which has a nice connection that's waterproof. And, plug that in. And my CarPlay adapter works good. I don't have to have my phone plugged in directly to it. So I took it on about a 140-mile ride yesterday, and everything seemed to go well. So I'll do more of a test on it. And that's just, if anyone was wondering about the quad lock system, so it hooks into that. I've actually got part of it in here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know, but I was going to show you what the thing looks like if you don't have it. But we're going to see how that works out. I'm hoping it does well. I really can't afford another phone, which I've got insurance on it, but yeah, it would be expensive because it's only been a year or something since I lost my last one. A little over a year. Tank was there. Let me go back to IUP. Hey Rob indicates a 12 Pete Papa just got a 12-ton hydraulic puller, and we'll be doing a video on it this week. Cool, cool. So what you're saying is they sold you a whole crap. Well, yeah, they did. I was looking for something different. So I picked that up, and we'll see. It was kind of expensive. I'll admit it was kind of expensive, but it gets in the way of my MagSafe accessories. That's why I'm using the RAM mount above and the X grip style. I've got both a couple 100,000 miles of mini phones later. Okay. So what I did do is with the quad lock system, I bought the one that mounted to the ball mount from the RAM mount. So yeah. How you doing, Michelle? Okay. I'll be looking for that. I am sorry, Michelle. I did look for you and Pete both. Couldn't find you, but I'll look. I That particular time I was getting a lot of traffic. Right now, it's just spammers or scammers. Um, Women saying, "Oh, I love your profile. How, or your voice." The one of them told me, "Oh, I love your voice. You have such a good broadcasting voice. Do you do TV or something?" It's crazy. Um, the crazy thing is there are people that fall for it, but these scammers will send out probably thousands of messages a day or more. They have like a bunch of people, usually men, sitting in a room all day, and all they do is send out these messages to people, hoping to get them on the rod and reel all hooked. So yeah, it's frustrating. It is. It's really frustrating. Um, Tank, how you like my? I thought so. Reason me and the wife, we did this. Like I said, we did it sitting in the restaurant. But I was thinking maybe this would be a good way to do it. Maybe it'd be a little better this way, with it all floppy and everything in the wind on the motorcycle. But I got to thinking about it. In the evenings when I get to my motel, go to take a shower, I'm either going to have to undo it or it's going to get all nasty. And then it's going to take 15, 20 minutes to do it up every day. And that's just too much time. Um, I did it myself. I actually did the first, I did the one side in the middle, and the wife did the third one for me because I was starting to struggle. Um, but Papa, it's not as bad on YouTube, and I don't know how, but it is on YouTube. Like I said, just not as horrible. Um, let's see. But it's on everything. I get tons of stuff on Facebook and Instagram, and yeah, yeah. You're digging it. That's cool, man. It's fine. I got you. You see our Daisy dog. Pretty confident this camera's awful. I appreciate it. Can you do one large break? I can, but it's not right because the outsides, it just doesn't work out. Two isn't as bad, but it's still, yeah. It's more comfortable like this. So it's Saney or something like that. Let me look it up right now, okay? And let's see. SAIN. Sane IE. Oh, Sane. San E. NIE. Okay, I'm not finding that, but why is my. There we go. I just followed you back. But anyway, and Rob, here's the thing. No, the short answer is no, I'm not shaving it off. A little longer answer is I really like my beard. I think this is me. For so long, I wasn't allowed to wear a beard. I always wanted one. And when I started working in a regular job in corporate America, I grew me a little beard, one of those short, still semi-professional looking beards. And as soon as I quit, and I'd let it get a little long, about like that. And as soon as I quit, though, I let it grow. The wife's not completely happy with it. She likes it like, like that, semi-professional deal. And I've got some pictures somewhere, but I ain't gonna try to look them up. But I like this, and it's. I mean, then I'd have to change all my logos if I cut it off, right? And I look like a baby. If I was to shave it all and make sure my hair was short enough you didn't see the gray, I'd look like a baby. I don't look 53 or whatever I am. That's for sure. Let's see. Problem solved. Can you do one lunch break? My wife does TikTok. Just know why I deal with all the junk. I understand. I started it because I thought I could promote the main channel, but it really doesn't translate. It doesn't, but I got a little bit of traction with a few videos. So maybe I can make a little money off of it, a few pennies, I mean, I pretty much, I've never got a message. Well, I've got 2 messages that wasn't scam, and it was just someone that clicked the wrong button and meant to comment on the post, and instead it sent it to my messages. The rest of them you can always tell. they're trying to give you something, or B, they like lay on compliments like crazy. I mean, it's like it's if these people would learn how to speak to people and reel you in slowly, they'd have a whole lot more effect. I mean, they would do better. But good thing that they don't know how to do that. Watch them watch my video and start, I don't know. Let's see, we do too. People always trying to get money and are super desperate. Yep. I mean, I know when it's some supermodel looking picture, they're not trying to date me or something. Me either, but it's fun to joke about. I don't grow mine long though. It's just, here's the problem. I've told y'all before, well, maybe I haven't, but when I'm through with this program I'm in, it's the program I'm in, getting my college degree, is called vocational rehab, or it's something else. VRNE, something like that. In other words, the military, the Veterans Affairs pays for it, and you get up to 4 years of college paid for, anything. But it's not 4 years, but they're going to pay for a degree. And once you get your degree, you're still in the program until you get a job. But that's the thing. You have to get a job once you're through with the program. That's when the problem's going to be, because it'll be hard to get a job at that level with this. Maybe I can cut it off, but not too much, and still land a pretty good job. But yeah, and I don't know how long I'll keep the job. I just, I always wanted my degree, and that's the main reason I'm doing this. It's just a life goal of mine, even though it's kicking my butt. Let's see. Thank you, Michelle. The saying about the beard. Have TikTok, couldn't tell when the last time I was on it, and it's been on just off for years. I understand. I laid off of it for quite some time. Seen pics of you without the beard. It's best for everyone that you keep it on. Hey, I'm a good looking man with or without it. I'm kidding. That's false. What is it? False confidence, fake confidence, or whatever. Once you end up sending them money because they have some sob story. Yeah. It's so with guys scamming women, they're always in the military, and they're always in some foreign country, and they need money to come home, and they give you some sob story. The Army won't pay for them to come home, and I've known people that fell for it, and these are usually, women that are very lonely, and men too. I knew some men that fell for it. Very lonely, usually older than me, and sometimes there's other issues, and maybe they're less attractive than some, and always confidence issues, and they fall for it and give them tons of money. My mother-in-law, anytime some guy would pop up and asking her stuff, she'd send it to me and ask me, is this person for real? And especially when they said military, and I'd do some digging, And usually it was just like that. And they're scammers. They're trying to get your money. The whole, oh, hey, beautiful, and all that stuff. It's sad too. It's sad that these people, they build people up just to take advantage of them. So when these people end up realizing they took advantage of them, it crushes them even worse. It isn't just about the money loss; it's the self-confidence hit. It's just everything about it. Who can you believe anymore? It's horrible. It's horrible, and those people they're horrible people that do that. Let's see, tuck in your shirt. Tuck it in your shirt. I do when I eat. I tuck it in my shirt when I eat. But when I'm riding, it's not going to stay in. It's not going to stay in my shirt. It just won't. I move around too much. Let's see. One famous Robertson, Jace Robertson on Duck Dynasty, shaved his beard once, and has. Yeah, I had seen that. Oh, by the way, how you doing, man? You jumped in and didn't notice it. Yeah, he grew it back. He looked like a baby. He looked completely different. Let's see, gonna hop off, catch every. Take care, Papa. I appreciate it. Oh, there you go. Interview ready. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. It's just it's too it's not. It doesn't do what I want to. I can't. I got stuff sticking out. Anyway, I did have a little bit of a topic tonight, and I've been looking at Tekton, and they're really, really trying to promote their USA made tools. So right now they've got their pliers. I believe all of their pliers, not locking grips, but regular pliers, are made in America. All of their screwdrivers are made in America. They're making some of their, I think it's called a torque adapter, but it's a little wrench with a socket, so you can put a 3/8 drive or whatever in on one side. It's a crow's foot, extended crow's foot. They're making those in America, but I like the fact that they're really focusing on doing that. Now, I know they were doing this prior to the trade wars, but it's good to see them working on it. Maybe if I wore ribbons in it. Yeah, I think that would look good if I put a little pink bow right here. What do y'all think? Angle wrenches made in USA too. Yes. And they're pretty nice, but they're not cheap. But that being said, I understand. And that is the angle wrench set that I'm going to buy when I can afford it. Which I think I'll buy the metric because I might buy a metric set, and I might buy the larger sizes for the USA, because I've got a fair amount of the smaller sizes and different things. I've got it in, I think it's Bonnie, but it may be some other brand. I'm not sure though if they're a true 4-way wrench. Like Snap-ons is a true 4-way wrench that each way you do it is a different angle. Guys, zip, love you, brother. Peace and take care of yourself, Tank. Love you, brother. Hopefully I see you later. Old Dickhead was in Bardstown. Tried to meet up with him this week. Didn't realize he had family with him. Sorry about the language, everybody. That's a road name of someone that in our group. Got my first harvest out of the garden today. Awesome. What'd you get? Tomatoes? Tomatoes is, or, well, no, strawberries. It's too late for strawberries. Papa's probably already been getting, well, Papa's gone too. Papa's probably already been getting stuff. But I think tomatoes should be ripe now. Cucumbers, I was fixing to say cucumbers. And I wasn't sure about zucchini. I guess zucchini and squash. Beans are fast growers too. I mean, it is July, so there's that. So what do y'all think? Do y'all want to see more from companies like Tecton? Which, who else is there? There's Milwaukee that are trying to do some stuff. I think they got some U.S. made stuff, but I think they sort of stalled out on introducing more stuff. Is that fair? Y'all think that's fair to say? I'd like to see them produce some more made in America stuff, but I think the profit margin isn't in it for Milwaukee because, I mean, look at their profit margin or look at how expensive their tools are. While we don't know their profit margin, we can all deduce that they're probably making a significant amount on their tools. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. They sell them for a pretty good bit over what a very comparable brand usually sells for. Truly think Tecton's, to me, the modern mail-order version of Craftsman, not having a box store presence saves them tons. I agree. Yes, I like Tecton. Cool. Here's the thing. Now I'm going to go to another conversation, sort of, but let's still talk about this. Craftsman or Sears, they had such an opportunity to be even bigger than they were at their height. Look at Amazon right now. With their internet presence and their warehousing, have y'all noticed they got regional warehouses? Like they got regional states that have regions where they've got Amazon warehouses all over the place. You can almost order something and go pick it up today at Amazon. Now, stop and think back. Amazon didn't used to have warehouses everywhere. I think they had a big one in Memphis near FedEx, and they might have had a big one somewhere else, in a few other places. But that was it. They didn't have them all over the United States. So shipping was more and all this, right? Now, let's go back and talk about Sears. They already had all that infrastructure. They already had the mail order catalog system set up. All they had to do was transition to the internet and slowly scale back their stores. And when I say scale back, they could have scaled them back to the point where they carried a little less inventory, but had the bigger, like appliances and couches and chairs and furniture and stuff like that in stock, and maybe some of the other stuff, but scaled it back enough to where they could cut back on their footprint and the cost of real estate. then took that they scaled back and turned it into small warehousing. And each store could be a small distribution center so that you could do online orders where you can go pick it up same day. You could do, online orders where they ship it out, or you could go into the store and pick up a limited amount of stuff. They had it. They had it right there in the bag, but they messed it up. Now, understand part of what did them is venture capitalism, where if someone comes in and guts someplace because they make more money up front and are able to count, they make money while still counting losses. It's the way they do it. I couldn't explain it to you, but I've had it explained and understood it. But yeah, it's stupid. But Sears had it. Sears could have been 2 or 3 times Amazon. Walmart is trying, if they can ever get it to where people actually want to go on their site and order stuff and it ain't so crappy, they might can claw back some of their losses that they lost to Amazon. I don't know. See, worked in a warehouse during that time. Think the Kmart merger hurt big, and leadership was far, far too slow to adopt online. I agree. And two, their website sucked. Okay? Sears's website was horrible. It was hard to find. You could have some pretty good keywords, pretty good description, and you still couldn't find anything on their site. So, I mean, even 10 years ago, if they would have figured some stuff out, they could have stopped the bleeding. 15 years ago. 15 years ago, because they were circling the drain pretty bad 10 years ago. But 15 years ago, they probably could have still made it. Older Craftsman USA made tools, go for big money used. Seen it on eBay. I might have to sell some of my older used Craftsman. Nah, I won't get rid of them. I'm trying to collect certain things. And if y'all don't mind, keep your eye open. What I would like is I would like to find some older SK, older Craftsman, or any other Made in America tool, the old 10 box sets, stuff that come in a 10 box and it'd be like a whole 3/8 kit, come with a ratchet, sockets, extension, I'd like to find some stuff like that for fair prices, just to collect. I've seen some video or some posting on what is it, Garage Journal. If y'all don't know anything about Garage Journal, garagejournal.net or garagejournal.com, it's a forum and it's a pretty awesome forum. They have a big every year 4th of July, they have a big deal where they support American-made tools, and Epstein Tool Company. They do it through them, and they'll Epstein's will do some deals or whatever, and you can get some good American-made tools off of them. If I'd have thought about it last week, I would have given y'all a heads up. And you go on this site, garagejournal.com. Like I said, it's just a tool forum. And you get on the certain thread, you sign up and create a special account where they know you're a Garage Journal member. And you buy tools through Epstein. If y'all don't, let's see, let me find it. Epstein. It's more than Epstein. It's in Kansas City. Harry J. Epstein Company. And I think Harry, I think the owner just passed. His son's running it now. Here is a link to their site. They've got a ton of new old stock. And if you'll go into their, where is it? There's like a discount page or a closeouts. A lot of new old stock there. They probably still have, what's the tool company that took over the Vice Grip factory in DeWitt, Nebraska? Dang it, I can't think of it. Eagle Grip. Let's see if they've still got Eagle Grip pliers. No, Eagle Grip. Malco Eagle Grip. Okay, so they don't. Looks like they're out. They finally sold. Well, take off locking pliers. Yep. They sold out of it. That's sad. But they had, a pretty good bit of it, and it was good price. I posted it on my YouTube quite a while ago, but let's see. Oh, I'll keep an eye out. I have local auction in town frequently enough. I appreciate that. What is worth Amazon Prime in a couple of days. So I haven't been paying too much attention, but and I haven't looked at the what they give us, what they tell us is going to be on sale. But typically Sunex is going to be on there for sale. Astro Tools are going to have sales. See, what's another brand? One of the screwdriver makers over in Europe usually is for sell them cheap. A few deals like that. They end up having some decent stuff. And what I do is I look for name brands I'm wanting and see if they're on sale. Let's see what else. I can't think of anything else. Amazon still has the Eagle Grip. That's awesome. Been on Garage Journal, which I bought used tools from other members on there. One is from Oregon. Yeah, I bought some used tools from there too. Sold some used tools. I had a Beta brand wrench. It was a metric, a double open end wrench. It was like a 36 and a 30 something, maybe a 32 and a 36. And I forget how much I sold that wrench for, but I had two of them. Still got the other one. And made fair money off of it, considering that I found it in some junk while I was in Iraq in 2003 and brought it home with me. I brought some pretty decent tools home with me from Iraq. We would, some of these warehouses, they get bombed out and they'd still have tools in them and stuff. And I never went in one and got it, but someone else had, and he said, "Hey man, you need this stuff?" And I'm like, Cool. Yeah, I'll take it. We pretty much squatted in an air base, uh, Kirkuk Air Base. That's KIRKUC, I think. Kirkuk Air Base. We stayed in a building. I stayed in a barracks, a one-level barracks that had a bomb hole straight down into it. We just covered up and go on the local economy and buy air conditioner, put it in the building, run power to it. Yeah, cool times. I almost electrocuted myself. So we run power from the city, but the city power would go down frequently. So we also had three-phase generators. So we had it set up to switch between them. And one night, power had went out somewhere, and I thought I'd cut it off. And I was playing amateur electrician. But anyway, I shot a fireball and didn't burn me, but it singed my eyebrows and blinded me and it was at night, and it blinded me for a few hours. I could barely see. It's like spots all in my eyes and stuff. Yeah. I was 20. I was a, I was about 30 years old. So, but yeah. Let's see what else. But yeah, if I was you, though, I would check it out. I am gonna post a link if y'all don't mind. If if you don't have your own or whatever, if you don't mind, if you're gonna buy something, if you wouldn't mind clicking my link, I would appreciate it. I'll post one. There's usually a link to something in at least every other video. And if you click that link to whatever that product is, you don't have to buy that product on Amazon. You can buy something else on Amazon within, it's according to how your cookies are set up on your computer. But you can usually, if you buy something within the same day, I'll get credit for it. Sometimes they get funny. There's been some of the stuff that people have bought that I didn't get credit for because they say that friends and family, and I was having my friends and family do it and stuff like that. It was with a lift that Pete bought, and yeah, it's aggravating. That yeah, that the biggest what would have been the biggest commission I would have ever got. Period. Yeah, they didn't give it to me. So that's okay. Let's see. I have some new old stock tools that have not been used that came out of a closed down auto parts store in my area. Snap on sockets, industrial clutch screwdrivers, and wrenches. That's cool. Did Snap on sell or make industrial? Yeah, it is a gold mine of stuff. Who made industrial tools? I've got a few industrial tools. Okay, Duro Metal, Duro Industrial. I knew that. I don't know why. Maybe it was another tool then. Maybe it was a P something. I forget what. I've got this other name brand I'm thinking of. Duro Metal Products also produce tools for other companies: Fairmount Forge, W.T. Grant, True Value, Western Auto, and Montgomery Ward. I had a Montgomery Ward 3030 one time, lever action 3030. I traded it for a nice workbench and a grinder and something else. The gun was broke. The stock had been broken in half and screwed back together, and the trigger assembly was broke. Part of the deal, though, the guy bought the parts, and I fixed it. So the trigger assembly, not the stock. He bought the parts, I fixed it. Wasn't a bad deal on my behalf. I think I paid $100 or $125 for the gun. Let's see. Okay, 50 minutes and 54 seconds. 57, 58, 50. No. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to get off here. I know I've done bored y'all enough. I appreciate y'all hanging in as long as y'all have. Maybe next time I'll tell you about some of my antics in Iraq, because we needed whatever fixed or whatever we couldn't do, whatever we ended up having to do ourselves, whether we knew what we were doing or not. So maybe we'll talk about that next week. Y'all take care. Have a great week. Be blessed. Y'all just take care of each other. Have a good night.